problems, I have a number. Oh, we're okay. All right, I want to share a few club announcements first. Is there any club health and welfare that I need to be aware of? Everyone's healthy. Yay. All right. I want to share birthdays and anniversaries. I'll backtrack just a little bit and catch up for birthdays. We have Carrie Evans. She celebrated on the 30th of April. Derek Leisure celebrated on the 1st of May, along with Phyllis's husband, Ted. And then today we have a birthday girl in the room, Denise Easton. Oh, John Cadero celebrates on the 9th, so happy birthday to everyone. Who's going to start off happy birthday? Because Denise is here. I'm not a singer. You really don't want me to do that.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Denise. Happy birthday to you.
Moving on to anniversaries. Emily and Andrew Beck are going to celebrate on the 10th of 20 years.
That's not a real name. That's not a starter.
And then in member anniversaries, on the 27th, Kim Lucas celebrated 2 years with the club. On the 30th, Angie Moore celebrated 2 years. Jonah Breezy celebrated 40 years with the club on the 1st of May. And that's amazing.
That's the last time I saw him.
On the 4th, Larry Atkins, who's an honorary member, celebrated his anniversary, and Carrie Evans will celebrate 7 years on the 11th. So happy anniversary. Thank you all for all that you do. Announcements. Blake, you want to give us a recap of Talk Derby to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a blast last Friday for our Talk Derby to Me pub crawl. Next year it's going to be even bigger and better, so just keep your ears out. We made a little under $2,000. I don't have the total yet. There's 3 people waiting for 3 people to bring us a check. So, but yeah, under 2,000 for our first year is pretty awesome. I was really excited, and we got I think 11 people that wrote us back to tell us how good it was. Gave us some good feedback on what we could do different, like change the weather, which we got that. Okay, no rain next year. But there was good feedback, and everyone seemed to have a lot of fun. We got all 5s across the board, so that's awesome.
Yeah, make sure next year everybody can secure their hats to their heads and you can steal hats.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm sorry about that.
And umbrella.
I have your umbrella. I didn't feel it.
On that note, I would also like to thank Malcolm for writing a great article in the Royal Examiner about that event. Thank you, Malcolm. Wonderful job. Ken, tell us about golf.
All right, we're getting close down to the wire, and we still need to have room for a few more teams, and we also need some hole sponsors. And we also need some goodie bag items that we put in our bags. That's what we're looking for. Anyway, that's what about it.
For our guests in the room, tell them what this.
Okay, this is our 24th annual scholarship, and last year $20,000 was donated in scholarships, and we plan on doing the same thing this year. Look like everyone can.
We will not have a meeting on the 19th of May, so please do your makeup and go volunteer with Ken and everybody and get your makeup in and have some fun out on the golf course. It's going to be a great day because Warren County has some treasure in that day. We're not having rain. Good luck. Been there and done that, haven't we? All right. Holly Holly's not here today, but she wanted me to tell you today, Downtown Front Royal is putting on Nacho Average Party to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. So if you're done here, just go down there and start the party early. It's from 3 p.m. to dusk. And so, if anybody has any questions, reach out to her or look on Facebook page. There's plenty of information. If you're not in the Rotary Club, one of you can ask. Installation of our 2023-24 District Governor Paula Austin Capital June 19th at the Blacksburg Country Club. Add that to your calendars. I'll give you more information as that comes out to me. And I also wanted to let you know that I received an email a couple days ago that our club achieved Shelter Box Hero Bronze Award Club status.
Wow.
At the $1,000 level for donation. That gives vital aids to people all over the world in needs when disaster strikes for them. So congratulations to the club. Happy dollars. Who's happy? And
She got my dollar. I'm happy because the pub crawl was awesome. We had an excellent time. Can't wait till next year. They did, these ladies right here did an excellent job on it. I had a lot better, more fun than I thought it would. It was incredible. They did excellent for the first year, and can't wait till next year. I think I'm gonna be an oversized jockey.
Ken, you have fun everywhere you go. I just can't imagine.
I'm happy to remind you all that it's Kentucky Derby Day tomorrow, and the local horse is the favorite, born and bred in Clark County. Forte is a 3-to-1 favorite. Anybody who's interested in that.
Trained by UVA grad.
I have 20 happy dollars for all of these amazing teachers and educators and for the polio committee for the great job they did on hers. Thank you. That came up on this.
And I have a dollar for Red Herbeck, because he definitely in the pictures that were posted from the Derby Day looked like he was having a good time. You had a big grin on your face.
Oh,
so
yes.
he didn't-
Yes, that one.
And I have $1 from my winnings from that first race I did a month ago. So anyway, where's the money? And he asked me, I need to borrow money from him today. So I actually had a great time at the Derby Day party last week, and thanks to everyone who put it together.
I'm happy to have made it another year. And story, sadly, May 5th always meant I always had final exams on my birthday all through college. And when I was born, my dad was in final exam week, and back in 19, they didn't excuse you for, my God, your wife went into labor and you went to the hospital with her instead. So they plumped him, and he had to take a summer course, graduated with his engineering degree from Purdue University. So thanks, Dad.
Wow.
He was always there. Isn't that funny? Something.
I also want to take one of my happy dollars and give that happy dollar to the Apple House, who is celebrating 60 years. Vernon Kate, thank you for everything. All right. Debbie, do you have the attendance? I do. I brought it with you. Oh, you brought it with you? Okay.
President Lori, fellow Rotarians and guests, today we have 27 members in attendance, 4 online, and a lot of guests.
All right. I'm going to introduce Pam Ennis. She's going to do these Excellence in Education Awards, and I'm excited to see everyone. I see so many familiar faces, so this is exciting. Pam, thank you.
Well, I'm glad to see everyone this afternoon. And it's been a while since I've been here, so some of you may know who I am, some of you may not. I'm probably, I don't know that which one is to your advantage, but This is year 24 for us presenting teacher awards for the Rotarian Award for Excellence in Educating Youth. And many of you, or some of you know that Doug Rosen chaired this committee for a number of years. And when Doug always started the program, he started out with a couple of cheesy little teacher jokes. I'm not gonna do that because mine will be cheesier than his were. So we'll just get down to it. I know everybody's busy. It's not like you don't have anything to do the rest of today and the school year's almost up. So I know you have lots of things to do. But today we honor 11 teachers from the Morgan County school system. The criteria for selection of these teachers are setting high expectations for student achievement, providing opportunities supporting all students in their efforts to achieve, creating open lines of communication for students and parents, supporting students in positive and esteem-building ways, putting the needs of students first, and giving time above and beyond the regular day for students. And I don't know that if all of you know, or any of you know, how hard it is to be a teacher. And teaching is one of the hardest jobs that anyone will ever have. And it's certainly, it's my honor today to be in the presence of these people that are nominated for each of the schools and programs. And what we're going to do today is principals are going to actually read their nomination and announce their teachers. And because it's always best, I think, for someone that wrote the document to read it. It gets translated much better if you read what you wrote yourself. And I think the order in which we'll do it is we'll start with the elementary schools, and we'll do the elementary schools in order of alphabetical order of the school's first name. So as Rosalie were. Then we'll move on to non-traditional programs at Blue Ridge Tech Center. Then we'll go to Warren County Middle and High School, and then Skyline. So please, and the administrators, please introduce yourself, and then let's honor your teachers. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Lori Lehman, principal of AS Rose. Thank you, Ms. McGinnis. I did have the pleasure of working with Pam. She actually hired me as assistant principal at E. Wilson. So I appreciate her for giving me that opportunity so many years ago. So thank you. And thank you, Rotary Club, for this opportunity to honor our teachers. As she said, it is one of the hardest jobs, and it just seems to keep getting a little tougher. So we appreciate the opportunity. So I met Lori Abbott when I transferred to AS Rhodes as principal, and she has been teaching second grade the entire time that she's been in AS Rhodes. So if you know students that have gone through AS Rhodes, they had a 1 in 2 chance of having Lori as their teacher. So she really has had a great impact on her school. She's a leader. She takes initiative to complete tasks that are presented to her team. She's always been an instructional leader at our school, and we trust her with many responsibilities. She's also our new teacher induction coach. So all of the new teachers that are coming through our school building meet with Lori, and she helps them make that transition and apply their book knowledge to the practical classroom experience. She works well with her colleagues, students, and parents, and her willingness to help every faculty member is seen every day and every child. If you talk to anyone in our school building, I don't think I've ever seen Lori upset, mad, so even on those toughest days, she keeps a smile, and we appreciate that. She's very organized, thorough, and creative in her classroom. And those qualities, along with her communication skills, allow her to successfully coach our new teachers. She's always open to new ideas and sharing her discoveries with her team. She's completed her coursework for a reading specialist and endorsement, and throughout that coursework, she identified programs and strategies that she felt would help her second grade students, but she also, after seeing the success with those students, has shared those with our upper and lower grade levels. So we've actually implemented some of those strategies in other classrooms throughout that time. She's organized and reliable. Her outgoing personality serves her well in building relationships with students, families, and colleagues. And she is very well respected in our school. Her time management skills, knowledge of reading strategies, self-motivation, collaboration, and technology skills are definitely her strengths. And it is my great pleasure to recognize Lori Abbott as our Teacher of the Year.
Hello, I'm here for the facility here today. I'm going to share more on the students. I'm here to nominate Professor Michael Seelinger for E. Wilson E. Wilson Morrison's Elementary School Teacher of the Year for this year. Mr. Seelinger has been a teacher at E. Wilson Morrison for the past 18 years. He is loved and admired by the students, and he presents himself as a role model for some. Mike is a team player in the definition of a professional. He takes pride in how he presents himself and works hard to instill the same sense of responsibility and pride in our students. He communicates high expectations for all students and pushes them to meet those expectations. Some of the toughest kids to reach have been ones with pride. Mr. Sanders. Mike is a colleague admired by all his peers. He does whatever is asked of him and more, and takes professional responsibility seriously. His quiet nature and dry sense of humor are greatly appreciated by all. As his administrator, I have found it a joy getting to know him over the past several years. I'm pleased on behalf of the staff of E. Wilson Elementary School to acknowledge Mike Seelinger as our Teacher of the Year. He epitomizes the E. Wilson Morrison Bobcat motto, be here, be safe. Thank you.
Administrators, would you make sure you use your teacher voices when you're speaking? I know you remember what the teacher voice is.
I would never talk about him again. My name is Vicki Taubenberger, and I'm the principal at Bill J. Weber Elementary School. And it is my pleasure to announce that Kathy Platter has been nominated as our Teacher of the Year. 23 years ago, a visitor entered HJB looking for a teaching position, and the rest, as they say, is history. Beginning a new career is difficult, not knowing what to expect. But once Kathy started experiencing the classroom, her enthusiasm grew, as well as her dedication to the profession. Since her first days as a teacher, Kathy has not only become a strong educator, but also a strong advocate for her students. Kathy makes it a priority to know the strengths and weaknesses of every student in her classroom, and she uses that knowledge to make them stronger academically, socially, and emotionally. Every student leaves Kathy's class with the confidence that they can succeed. In her classroom, lessons incorporate active student engagement, high expectations, work with small groups, and even a little yoga for students to learn how to relax and breathe. Kathy will tell you that none of the successes can take place without support from home, which requires a strong, positive relationship. Parents of her students always appreciate the frequent communication they receive and that she is always available for them whenever they need her. Kathy puts in hour after hour at home working on videos for her class, writing the lesson plans, keeping up on current educational topics, and looking for resources and activities that will help her students. As the years progressed with Kathy in the classroom, she grew as a teacher and a positive contributor to our school community. She has been HJB's reading representative, math representative, induction coach for new teachers, and also the team leader. Her sense of humor and positive attitude is contagious, and she cares not just for the students at HJP, but also for the staff. Kathy has a fondness for our students with disabilities and our English language students. The close relationships she forms with these students and with the specialist teachers who also work with these students makes a huge impact on their systems. She will jump in anywhere there is a need, including taking on the responsibility of writing all the lesson plans for the first grade team, and I might have done that to her for the little new teachers on her team. Kathy's work ethic is strong, and she puts every ounce of herself into the work. We are extremely lucky to have her as part of our HJP family. It's hard to put her in words. There we go. Thank you. Good afternoon, I'm Jessica Blackman. I'm the principal at Leslie Fox Tiger Elementary School. We want to thank the Rotary Club for having us here today and for supporting us in the couples. So Leslie Fox Tiger Elementary School is honored to present our 2023 Teacher of the Year Award for Excellence in Educating Youth to Ms. Brittany Fox. I would like to begin by discussing how Ms. Fox has been a lifelong learner and educational role model. Ms. Fox began her higher education career by obtaining her associate's degree in elementary education from LFCC. Being a single mom of two wonderful girls, she worked tirelessly to obtain her master's degree from ODU. Her perseverance is unmatched. When I first met Ms. Fox, she was beginning her practical placement at A.S. Rose Elementary School. I was a veteran teacher, and I can still remember her enthusiasm and readiness to have a positive impact on the children in our community. She began her official teaching career in 2018 at LFK. I feel very fortunate when our professional paths crossed again, and I was able to work alongside Ms. Fox. She's a third grade teacher, team leader, and representative on our language arts committee. She is currently engaged in several professional development opportunities. This includes being enrolled in the Shenandoah University cohort specialist, earning her gifted and talented endorsement, and participating in the student-centered coaching program. Not only is she succeeding in her classes, but she's taking the ideas that she's learning and implementing them in her own classroom. Aside from her professional achievements, our teacher here has also been an influential role model for her students and colleagues. Ms. Fox has a way of making her students fall in love with learning. She's constantly pushing herself to find new and engaging activities and foster relationships. She uses strategies that are taking students who traditionally dreaded reading and making them into students who love to read. Her ideas are not only thoughtful and engaging, but rigorous as well. She's also spearheaded an effort to create after-school book clubs for all grade levels. This has inspired students to read more than ever before. She has demonstrated leadership skills and always works to collaborate with other educators. Her level of competency in reading and delivering quality explicit instruction is inspiring to others to stretch their plans to match the quality of hers. In conclusion, our teacher of the year is truly outstanding educator who has made a powerful impact on students, colleagues, and the broader community. We're proud to have her as a representative of our school and grateful for everything that she's done to inspire and positively influence others. Let us join together in congratulating Ms. Fox on her well-deserved achievement.
Good afternoon. Happy birthday, Denise. I'll just put a little plug out there that I don't know how old Denise is, but about 35 years ago, I babysat for her. Yeah. Very excited, I think.
That's probably what she's gonna do.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Gracie Jeffries Elementary School, hello, I'm the Elementary Principal.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce Jean Ellen Bailey as Rusty Jeffries Elementary School Teacher of the Year. Jean Ellen has worked at Rusty Jeffries for the last 9 years. She began her career as a 5th grade teacher. 3 years ago, she decided to make the transition into special education. She was immediately appointed special education team leader for our special education. She always has a smile on her face. She demonstrates the ability to motivate and inspire her children. This nomination was given to her by many peers that felt that she deserved Teacher of the Year. One of the nominees wrote, Jean Ellen is the cornerstone of our special education department. She took the department chair role following our COVID shutdown and did an incredible job of making sure that all students receive the appropriate services virtually and in person. Over the last 2 years, she has continued to help teachers and students facilitate the needs of our diverse learning population. She has worked to make sure that all members of her department are in compliance with expectations. She went above and beyond over the summer, writing IEPs and attending meetings so that students could have services to start the school year. She has worked with new students being identified to help make sure everyone is getting the services they need. She is a hard worker, a valuable resource, and a pleasure to work with. She is absolutely deserving of this honor. Professionally, Jean Ellen has a positive relationship with colleagues and has earned their respect. She teaches regularly, collaborates with teachers and school staff, and also takes on positions of leadership within the school, such as heading committees and serving as many team leader. We are very fortunate, Rusty, to have Jean Ellen oversee our special education program. Jean Ellen?
Hi, I'm Brenda Bernazza, Principal of Non-Traditional Education, and I am very excited to recognize Ms. Leah Martin as our Brighter Futures Teacher of the Year. And actually, because of this wonderful opportunity, I got to know a little bit more about Ms. Martin. That she actually started in Warren County Public Schools as one of our fabulous bus drivers, getting our students to and from school safely. And it was during this time that as she was taking her educational classes that administrators got to know Ms. Martin and asked her if she would help their students out. So it wasn't until 2018 that she officially began her career at Brighter Futures as the county's elections teacher. That was a new program in our county that she helped get started. It was in this program that the Special Services Director and Brighter Futures Principal recognized Ms. Martin's strengths in working with a unique population of students, that they offered her a middle school teaching position specializing in special education. Ms. Martin accepted the offer and has served as the lead science and English teacher in grades 6 through 8. This school year, our middle school program experienced the challenge of having a teacher resign shortly after the beginning of the school year. Ms. Martin graciously took on the challenge of having all the students join her classroom until we could find a solution. She immediately went to work developing lesson plans to keep all students engaged and on track. Ms. Martin, thank you for always being willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means driving the bus. I greatly appreciate having you on our non-traditional team. Thank you.
Driving a bus has to be the hardest.
Well, it's fine for the bus kids I had at the time are now my middle school students.
Hello, I'm Jane Baker, Principal of Blue Ridge Tech Center, Director of Career and Technical Education for Warren County Public Schools. The faculty and staff of Blue Ridge Technical Center are proud to announce that Chef Devin Smith, known also as Mr. Mac and Cheese, as our 22-23 Teacher of the Year. Devin's success as a teacher started long before he actually became one. He was schooled by two very strong women, his mother and his grandmother, in not only developing a love of food, but also in the development of people skills. Chef Smith has been a teacher at Blue Ridge for 10 years now. He has brought energy to the building that inspires and energizes both students and staff alike. While his focus may be culinary skills, he constantly incorporates life skills and service to others in his work with his students. He likes to say that he keeps it real. What does that look like? It's a mixture of food prep skills with a side of real life skills, a little bit of love added in for flavor. His teaching includes mentoring students with advice to show up, plan and work as a team, accept the challenge as a way to grow better, and always, always give back to your community. That's what Devin does. He not only gives to his community at Blue Ridge Tech Center, but he gives to this community as well. The culinary program under Chef Smith has taken on a partnership with the nonprofit Reaching Out Now. During the pandemic, Chef Smith directed students in their work to produce healthy meals for families in need. If you remember, most of the schools shut down. Devin kept his program open, and those students showed up and worked elbow to elbow with him to produce those meals to serve our families. While the vision of the program has shifted in that program to the Community Meal Forum, Chef Smith and his students still coordinate and prepare for those events. Preparing students for the world of work is a base goal of all career and technical education classes. In order to prepare students, Chef Smith allows his students to design and create in their imagination on paper, but then to put it into action in the form of our One Love Cafe. The cafe, which operates on Friday mornings, is a work-based learning opportunity run by those students through all the stages of business. The cafe is open on Friday mornings, and the students in our building rush to get there to taste some of that home cooking of sausage and gravy, breakfast burritos, don't forget the mac and cheese. As a product of Front Royal and Warren County Public Schools, Chef Smith is widely known and respected. He is truly an outstanding teacher, but more importantly, he is an outstanding human being. We love you, Devin.
We're gonna talk on, I might cry. I do want to say thank y'all, but from beginning to the end. First of all, I want to thank God for being here. Second of all, my grandpa for telling me, Devin, why don't you come back home? This was 20 years ago before he passed. Come back home and help take care of home. And then when I got back home, he placed angels around my way. No, Mac, all my education family. Thank you very much. And Ms. McGinnis, thanks for giving a brother a chance 13 years ago.
Hello, everyone. I'm Amy Bugler, principal of Warren County Middle School, and it's exciting to be back here again with the Rotary. Rotary does so much to support our schools, so thank you for doing this, and thank you for the grants that you give to our schools. It's a wonderful organization. I am here to represent the school who elected or voted for our Teacher of the Year, which is Mrs. Jennifer Davis.
From the minute we met Mrs. Davis in a Google Meet interview in 2018, we knew we had found an amazing teacher at Versus. Mrs. Davis was teaching in the state of Michigan and was moving to Virginia due to her husband's new job. And at one point during the interview, she asked, are there any other schools around? And I think immediately Mr. Heater and I both said, nope. So she swept the interview committee off our feet with her positive nature and enthusiasm, and has not stopped since she came to our school. Mrs. Davis is the perfect combination of caring, creativity, and organization to quickly become every student's favorite teacher. As a public school teacher for the past 10 years, Mrs. Davis shares her passion for science with her students every day. Her classroom environment is filled with students who are pushed to ask questions, discover, and expand their thinking. Her students leave her classroom with scientific knowledge and the joy of learning. She is a gifted science teacher who brings scientists to her classroom through Skype, and they share their careers with our students. Whether it's Skyping with the scientists or in the field hands-on activities with STEM equipment, Mrs. Davis students are always actively engaged in learning. In addition to her teaching duties, she initiated a recycling program for our school, using her students to pick up the recycling every Tuesday. Then she wrote a grant to get funds to increase this program. This year she expanded on that by creating a recycling program for plastic. And so through that, we were able to, I think we can second. So she was able to, through her group, recycle over hundreds of pounds of plastic. Her impact in our school and in the students' lives is immeasurable. In addition to all of that, Mrs. Davis also heads our STEM initiative at Warren County Middle School. She helps coordinate the STEM Family Nights to engage our families in their child's learning. She has written and received several grants to increase the STEM supplies in our school, and she even teaches a STEM elective class, which quickly fills up with students wanting to be in her classroom. Mrs. Davis is one of the most cheerful, organized teachers on our staff. She goes above and beyond every day to provide exciting learning opportunities for our students and for our school. She's a committed educator who makes a positive impact in our school every day. And I cannot imagine a teacher more deserving than Mrs. Jennifer Davis. Thank you for all that you do.
Hi, I'm Ken Knish. I'm the principal of Warren County High School. I'd like to thank Rotary again for this event. What's great about this event is we get a chance to spotlight some of our best teachers in all of our buildings. And mine is no different. Oftentimes the process for selecting a teacher of the year can be quite difficult. How do you choose among the best of our dedicated and hardworking staff at Warren County High School? There are so many teachers at Warren County High School who are so well deserving of being recognized as this year's Teacher of the Year. However, this year, one faculty member stood out as our clear choice for the 2022-23 Teacher of the Year. Mr. Richard Gardner has been a finance and marketing teacher at Warren County High School for the past 6 years. During that time, Mr. Gardner has taken our marketing program to new heights in the classroom through his role as lead sponsor of our DECA program. In the classroom, Mr. Gardner uses his wealth of knowledge and his experience as an entrepreneur to help students learn the ins and outs of the business world. When asked by many of our students who their favorite teacher is, I don't know why, but they say Mr. Gardner every 10 days. I want to know age jokes. So, his students create projects that reflect real-world application of digital and sports marketing techniques. 6 years ago, our DECA program was nearly non-existent. We did not compete at any level, and attendance at club meetings consisted of a few dedicated students. When Mr. Gardner became the DECA advisor, the club flourished. We now have over 60 DECA members who are involved in multiple projects within the community, including Wildcats Live, which streams all of our athletic events, DECA tailgaters, which helped to run our concession stands, and a food truck, and several other projects. Last year, we had several students qualify to compete at nationals in Atlanta, and this year we had several students go to Orlando. And from talking to Mr. Gardner, they're all excited about going to Anaheim next year, so a little bit longer of a trip. But all of our student successes can be directly contributed to Mr. Gardner. He has been a lifeline for so many of our students who would not be otherwise involved in our school community. On a personal note, Mr. Gardner has overcome some of his own challenges, including a diagnosis of cancer last school year. Mr. Gardner rarely missed any days with his students that he was not receiving treatments at VBA Cancer Center. This fall, Mr. Gardner was declared cancer-free and was able to ring the bell. His students were so excited that they threw him a party to celebrate his return. It is my pleasure and honor to nominate Mr. Rick Gardner as Warren County High School's 2022-23 Teacher of the Year. We are extremely proud and honored to have him on our staff.
My name is Bobby Johnston. I'm principal at Skyline Middle School. Our nomination for Teacher of the Year is Ms. Darcy Cup. I have had the privilege and honor of being able to work with Ms. Cup at various levels. We used to teach summer school together at Skyline High School. I was there as building principal, and next year, of course, as curriculum specialist for the county. So those three things that I've been able, we'll be able to have interactions with. She'll be able to impact many, many more teachers. But she's a veteran teacher here at Warren County Public Schools, starting her career at Warren County Middle School, the old Warren County Middle School, and moving over to the new Warren County Middle School, which was the old high school. And now at Skyline Middle School, so all those shifts going around. But she is a skilled and respected teacher leader within the building. Simply put, she's a teacher that makes everybody around her better. She is a leader throughout our building. She's the 8th grade team lead. She is the math department lead. She sits on the leadership committee. She is our new teacher induction coach. So she provides solid and thoughtful leadership throughout. And when I came into the position that I'm in now, and Mr. Fox just said, make sure you run it by those. And that way you do, that it has a backing of the teachers, because she has the pulse of the school. And that's the individual that you go to. So she solves challenges throughout the building as the new teacher induction coach. Her years of experience have provided a steady hand to our young staff. Her colleagues had this to say about her. Darcy goes above and beyond for SMS and her students. She is dedicated to her classroom as well as helping better the school overall. As a new teacher at SMS, she has helped me greatly as our induction coach, and I appreciate her commitment to helping our school succeed. From all the staff at Skyline Middle School, we want to thank her for all the leadership that she has provided, and it's through her actions that we continue to improve. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Danelle Sperling. I'm the principal at Skyline High School. And again, thank you for the Rotary Club for your immense support of our schools and our teachers and of our community. We are honored to be here today to present the Skyline High School recipient of the Teacher of the Year and Rotarian Award for Excellence in Educating Youth to our fabulous band director, Mr. Danny Hoff. Danny has taught at Skyline High School for now about 6 years. He earned his undergraduate degree in instrumental music pre-K through 12 from James Madison University and his master's degree from Bowling Green State University. At Skyline High School, Danny's a bit of jack of all trades. He teaches guitar 1 and 2, concert band, dual enrolled music artistry, and marching band. Marching and concert band require extensive time commitments both in school and after hours. Additionally, Danny teaches a jazz band group that rehearses before the official school day begins. Through his expert instruction, he provides students with opportunities to connect through music, enhance our positive school culture, and engage our greater community in school spirit and camaraderie. The Skyline Marching Hawks perform shows each year at our football games, parades, and in a variety of competitions, where they have earned many accolades. Danny not only produces marching shows that have an excellent sound and great visual appeal, but they also convey important messages to students and our spectators. The 2022 competition show this year was entitled Try, Try Again, and according to Danny, focused on the idea and philosophy that success in anything, whether it be band, sports, academics, and life in general, can only truly manifest from learning to cope and grow from the mistakes and missteps that we inevitably make. This show was truly a gift to our school and to our greater community. Outside of school, Danny is an active member of the Virginia Music Educators Association, most recently presenting at their 2022 annual VMEA conference this November. Additionally, Danny performs as a professional musician as the acting principal oboist of the Waynesboro Symphony. Danny was nominated for this honor by his peers, his colleagues, and his students, and I'd like to share with you some of their beautiful words. One staff member said, "The immense amount of time and effort Danny puts into making the Skyline High School band program the best it can be goes above and beyond. The support and safe space he provides to students is invaluable." Students said, "Mr. Holland is an amazing teacher who wants the best for his students. He makes playing music fun and enjoyable. I wouldn't have been able to become the musician I am today without Mr. Holland." Another said, "He is the best teacher I have ever had. He is supportive of his students and other faculty. He's the reason that our marching band is great. Mr. Holland is so supportive, loves what he does. He will do anything to make sure you succeed in anything you do. And when he sets his mind to something, he will do everything he can to make it happen." Lastly, the student said, "Mr. Holland is an amazing teacher in general, and he is helpful and kind. I have struggled to pick up new skills, and he broke it down for me, so I got it quickly." All in all, Danny models grit and perseverance through difficult situations on a daily basis, and he creates genuine and supportive relationships with his students through his love for music. For these and many other reasons, Danny Holland is the Skyline High School Teacher of the Year and recipient of the Rotarian Award for Excellence in Educating Youth. Congratulations, Danny Holland.
No, I don't think so. I think, enough said. These teachers are certainly valuable to our school, to our community, to our church. And as far as I'm concerned, the administrators are as valuable to our schools, to our community, and to our schools. Thank you. Thank you. Administrator very well.
Well, I'd like to thank our former superintendent Pam for all your hard work on this program, this project. Thank you for everything you do. You always do a wonderful job. Thank you. I'd like to recognize our current superintendent, Dr. Ballinger. Thank you for being here today. Have any remarks?
Well, you can never turn those down. So, I want to say thank you. This is a wonderful event, and to recognize our educators. As you've heard, there are a lot of special people here today. And we have almost 800 special people in our school division.
not just in teaching, but with the maintenance staff, with our bus drivers. And to find people that truly care about children and want to be in this field, it takes a special person to do that. And although we have those that do rise above the others at times, and of course, everybody here is a wonderful educator. We want to say thank you for helping to recognize the job that they do, because sometimes it is not always recognized, and it is sometimes looked at as an unwelcome job that you just, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. We use that with our little kids. And sometimes we have to take that as adults too. But they work well with parents, they work well with their students, they are dedicated to this profession. And so I want to say thank you for recognizing them today. And I'm going to echo what Ms. McKenna said as far as our administrators are important too. Things have changed. Education has changed since 2020. From that dreadful Friday the 13th in March of 2020, we are still seeing the effects of that. And it's taking everybody an extended amount of time to be able to bring education back. So thank you for supporting us. We look forward to the continued partnership.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, if you got a 50-50 ticket today, your winning number is 201059. 201059. Amber, all right, see me after. Will all of the teachers who were recognized today and your administrators please come up for a picture afterwards?
Corner.
And yeah.
In the corner.
And then next week, we're gonna be right back here. We're gonna be giving away 20,000 in scholarships, so please come back. May is Youth Service Month, and so we're kicking off right. All right, if you please rise and recite the following testimony.
Three things say or do. First is the truth. Second is fair to all concerned. Third will it build goodwill.
Fourth will be beneficial to all. Have a great week.